43 swimmers qualified. Of the 8 who remain, one is the gold-plated icon.
Michael Phelps takes lane number 2.
And one is from Singapore.
He's 21 years of age. He has been so impressive.
Will Joseph Schooling be left in the wake of the swimming legend he idolised as a child? Or can one Olympian stun the world by swimming his way to the top of the podium and bring tears to the eyes of a grateful nation? Wait for it.
It's me, Olympic gymnast and recreational swimmer, Niall Wilson. The entire nation of Singapore is watching as Joseph Schooling tries to butterfly his way to the country's first gold medal.
Wait for it.
Being surrounded by water, Colin and May Schooling knew it'd be good for their only son to know how to swim.
It wasn't long before his coaches could see the little guy was dripping with talent. When Joseph was still a wee guppy, his great-uncle told him about a very special event, the Olympic Games. And he knew how special. He was Singapore's first athlete to compete at the Games in 1948. As the story goes, Joseph told his parents, "I want to go to the Olympics." They politely smiled and thought his interest for swimming will soon dry up.
Stop running! Please stop running!
They were wrong, and their doubts quickly turned into support.
Joseph soon heard about another kid, 10 years older, making some serious waves in the Olympic Games, an idol to so many, including himself. His name was Michael Phelps.
That kid won 8 medals at the Athens 2004 Olympic Games and quickly became an idol to many young swimmers, including Joseph.
It is a pressure to be the fastest qualifier.
Particularly when he looks around them as to who's swimming alongside of him.
Wait for it.
Joseph couldn't comprehend that one day he may compete against his idol. In the weeks leading up to the 2008 Olympic Games,
The US team had a layover in Singapore on their way to Beijing, and they had happened to train in which pool? Yep. The 13-year-old couldn't believe he had crossed lanes with his idol. Not a month later, the swimming legend made history and picked up 8 gold medals at the Olympics. Joseph's obsession to be like Mike went into overdrive. By the next year, Joseph had become a big fish in a tiny Singapore pond.
by the next year, Joseph's family pooled their resources and off he went to Florida to high school to train with the best of the best.
Their strategy worked, and by 2012, the team had qualified for the Olympic Games in London. But Joseph faced a stumbling block before he even got off the starting block. Issues with his goggles sunk his dreams for a medal faster than a golden anchor. He was crushed, but he always remembered what a sympathetic Phelps told him. Keep your head high and just keep moving forward. Wait for it.
Joseph did keep his head high, and 4 years later the two would meet again in Rio, not as a fan, not as an idol, but as rivals.
Joseph's proud mum was in the stands, but unfortunately, his dad was under the weather and couldn't make the trip to Rio.
So he called his son before the big race to give him one last bit of advice. Stun the world.
The world was expecting to be stunned by Phelps swimming away his 4th consecutive gold medal in the 100 metres butterfly. It was just after 9 a.m. the next day in Singapore when every time Joseph's head broke the surface to take a breath, 5.39 million Singaporeans held theirs, including Joseph's dad, who was transfixed watching his son swimming for a place in history.
It is still Schooling, and he's a body length clear almost. Can he hold on? We were hoping to see history in the pool, but we are history because Singapore has won an Olympic gold medal and an Olympic record time.
And his mum went crazy in the stands. His dad finally exhaled. So did the rest of Singapore. The newly minted champion simply gave credit to his childhood hero, saying, "If it wasn't for Michael, I don't think I could have got to this point."
It was a real thrill to swim against Michael and all those guys, you know. I'm really honored to be able to swim the Olympic final. And huge respect to all of them. That was sick. That was crazy.
Imagine a universe where 13-year-old Joseph never crossed lanes with the mighty Phelps. That small encounter was the key to a massive Olympic moment. And that, my friends, is the butterfly effect. This chapter of Olympic history may be closing, but with many years of competing still ahead, who knows how many young Singaporeans will be inspired to stun the world. But for now, we'll just have to wait for it. I'm back with another video, doing synchronized swimming.
Okay, cut.